Hi, I'm Alison Harmelin. Authorities in Charleston, South Carolina are searching for a gunman who walked into a downtown church around 9 p.m. Eastern Time Wednesday night and opened fire. 9 people are dead, 8 were killed at the scene, and the 9th died in a nearby hospital. The shooting happened during a prayer service at Emmanuel AME Church. The FBI has joined the investigation. Local officials called it a hate crime.
Let me say this is the worst night of my career. This is clearly a tragedy in the city of Charleston, and we are all praying, and our hearts go out to the victims and their families, as well as this entire community. At 9:05 this evening, we received a call of a shooting that had occurred at the church here on Calhoun Street. When officers arrived, they found a number of victims inside. And we had also individuals that were transported to the MUSC Emergency Trauma Center. As the investigation continued, we were able to determine that there were 8 deceased individuals inside of the church. 2 individuals were transported to MUSC. One of them has died. So at this point, we have 9 victims in this heinous crime that has been committed. Right now we are working with all of our partners. We have members of the Charleston Police Department, the Charleston County Sheriff's Department, SLED, the FBI, and many other, the ATF and many other federal agencies are here. We have a unified command that is working this investigation. We have investigators that are out tracking leads that are coming in, and we will continue to do that until we find this individual who has carried out this crime tonight and bring him to justice. We are looking for a white male, approximately 21 years old, sandy blonde hair, and he obviously is extremely dangerous. And what we are asking that if anyone in the community has information about this particular individual, that he contact law enforcement immediately. We have all the resources that are available to us, not only locally, but from the state as well as federal agencies. We have resources that are being flown in right now from Washington, D.C. that will help us not only track leads, but also work this investigation. And I can say that we will put all effort, we will put all resources, and we will put all of our energy into finding this individual who committed this crime tonight. And as I said earlier, this is a tragedy that no community should have to experience. It is senseless, and it is unfathomable that somebody in today's society would walk into a church when people are having a prayer meeting and take their lives. And I can assure you that we are going to do everything in our power to find this individual, to lock him up, and to make sure that he does not hurt anyone else.
Any word on the victims' names at this time, Chief?
We are not able to release any of that. The coroner is now working that particular part of the investigation. And just let me say, I know that there was some questions earlier about why we weren't coming forward. As you can imagine, this was a very chaotic scene when we arrived. We had a lot of moving parts. We were tracking this individual with canines. We were making sure that he was not in the area to commit other crimes. And as all this was going on, we received information that there might be a secondary explosive device in the scene. So we had to make sure that not only our responders, but you and other people in the community were safe. So I promise you that we will keep you updated. We will give you regular updates as quickly as we can. But please understand that the primary role right now and the primary emphasis is going to be us catching this individual before he hurts somebody else.
Is this being investigated as a hate crime, Chief?
We'll take questions after the mayor speaks.
This is a most unspeakable and heartbreaking tragedy. In historic Emmanuel AME Church, Mother Church of the AME churches, people in prayer on a Wednesday evening, a ritual, coming together, praying and worshiping God, to have a awful person come in and shoot them is inexplicable obviously the most intolerable and unbelievable act possible. As Chief Mellon said, our city police department, county police department, state law enforcement division, other municipalities, and the FBI, and others are all combined and working with us to make sure that we catch this awful person and bring him to justice as soon as possible. We just left speaking with members of the family. It was a heartbreaking scene I have never witnessed in my life before. And I told them that this community sends forth their love to them, and that we are all in this together in this community to help those who have lost a loved one get through this time and give them our love and support and encouragement as we bring this awful person to justice as soon as humanly possible.
Is the city offering any reward in hopes of capturing the shooter?
We will be offering a reward. We'll have to look at that tomorrow to see exactly what the amount will be, but I can guarantee you tomorrow we will be announcing a reward. And what I would ask as well is that obviously if you as the media receive any information at all in any form or fashion, please make sure that you get that to us as soon as possible, because it's sure is likely that you might be getting some information via your
There's
resources.
been a report that the Somerville Journal-Scene got a call from a gentleman claiming responsibility. Is there any legitimacy to that in your opinion?
We're looking at all leads right now. We're not going to talk about how the investigation is proceeding, so we'll be happy to answer questions that are non-specific to the investigation.
Are there any survivors right now? Did anybody survive the shooting?
There are, yes.
How many?
We're not going to talk about specific numbers, but there are individuals who
Chief
survived.
Mellon, the man who was brought into the Marriott in cuffs, can you speak to his involvement in this?
We're not talking about any of that investigative activity at this time. We're
What was
early in the
what
matter.
was
Can you speak to the condition of Senator Pinckney?
We're not identifying any victims, so I'm not speaking to the condition of any individuals at this
Do you
point.
believe this was a hate crime?
I do believe this was a hate crime.
Is that why the FBI is here? Is it being investigated as a hate crime?
It will be investigated as a hate crime, but the FBI would be here regardless because of the size and scope of the investigation, and they're our partners, and they would be here to help us regardless, but they're here for that specific person.
Now, without going into the specifics, if it's being investigated,
The only reason someone could walk into church and shoot people praying is out of hate. The only reason that it is the most dastardly act that one can possibly imagine. And we will bring that person to justice as soon as possible.
now, how does that investigation go? How does a hate crime investigation, how does that differ from a regular investigation?
The methods and the techniques that will be used in the investigation will be the exact same thing. What occurs is as we go forward with any type of prosecution, that's where those particular regulations would come into play.
Do you know, as far as you know, there is only one gunman, is that right? Or
As far as we know right now, there's only one
and he is
person that
still
we're
out
looking
there.
at. That's correct.
We've seen some prayer.
I can't listen. I can only answer one person. So
We've seen some prayer, and we've seen obviously some anger as well. What's the message to the community right now?
well, the message to the community is that this is an opportunity for us all to unite because of a significant tragedy that has occurred. And what we need right now is we need everybody to come together and pray for these families, and we need them to come together and help us find this person so nobody else is hurt. And what we need is for the community to look at this and say, we have had enough of this violence, and if we stand up together, we can stop this violence, and that's what we need the community to do. So I understand that people might be angry, I understand that they might be upset, and that is certainly emotions that we would all understand. What we need that to do, though, is come together and help us to, one, support the families, support our community, and catch this person so that he doesn't hurt somebody else.
Chief, while we're in the streets,
The
clear.
message is that this is one hateful person, one hateful person that did these dastardly deeds, one hateful person. So all of the rest of us need to work to help find this person, give the police any leads you might find, and then give love and support to the family members of those whose lives were taken
And
tonight.
we have a member of the church that would like the presiding elder of the church.
Let me take this opportunity on behalf
Can you say and
of,
spell your name, please?
my last name is spelled G-O-F-F. I'm the presiding elder of the Edisto District of the South Carolina Annual Conference, which includes, my first name is Norvell, N-O-R-V-E-L, which includes Mother Emanuel Church. On behalf of Richard Franklin Norris, the presiding prelate of the 7th Episcopal District, which is the entire state of South Carolina, and there's only one voice that speaks for the AME Church in South Carolina, that's Bishop Norris. And as a presiding elder, I'm here to report that Bishop Norris also reinforced with the mayor. He's already spoken with Mayor Riley and support the statement of the police chief. We have more than 50 some odd AME preachers on the grounds and at the Embassy Suite Hotel, along with the members of Mother Emanuel AME Church. We will hold a prayer vigil at 12 noon tomorrow at Marsh Brown Church here in Charleston, where the Reverend Dr. Watkins is the pastor. We want the entire community to pray for safety for our people, and that we would hope that this person who has committed this heinous crime, which is a hate crime, be brought to justice. So we stand in solidarity, but we also solicit your prayers for the family members who have lost loved ones here tonight. Thank you so much.
We will continue to monitor this story and update you with details as soon as we get them. CBSN continues now with Jeff Glore and the rest of the day's news.